Good morning and namaste, my friend, and welcome to Namaste Today in the Zodiac Weather. My name is Christopher Witecki. I am the sensei to Sirius Joy, here to stand in my heart and walk in the light. It is a pleasure to light walk with you today. I'm love casting live in 5 dimensions on this beautiful Temple of Gaia on Tuesday, March 10, 2015. And today we're going to go off exploring our true passions because we have a 2-part day. Step 19 rules the day. Now, Step 19 will lead right into Step 20. We're really in a 2-part day. But this sets off our day, and that is our manifestation of plurality. That we keep on trucking, we keep fishing. And what are we going for? Well, we're going for abundance, where things start to take off on their own. Things start to roll on their own. Now, we're in the sun in Pisces, so in essence, this is our godlike self. This is our spiritual mission that we're trying to get rolling. This is our self-forgiveness, self-mercy that we're trying to get rolling. And of course, we're trying to apply those to other people as well, but first to ourselves. So today, for half the day, we are manifesting our plurality. And then in the second half of the day, I think you'll be feeling your plurality. But before we get into that passion, let's first tame our brain, shall we, with the phrase of the day. I love and trust my actions today and my passions. And so it is. I love and trust my actions and my passions. So we really want to know that we are in motion today. We are putting our plans in motion today. And we want to trust our actions. We want to trust our natural-born instincts today. We don't want to question them. There are days when we go back and we analyze, usually after the fact. But when you're in motion, you just want to trust those actions and tell the mind that's what we want to be today. And secondly, our passions. We want to love and trust our passions. All right? This is a big one. You could say also love and protect our passions as well. But we should be advised that today is going to be passionate. The next 10 days will be passionate. And we want to love and trust this passion, not try to deny it, not try to freak out. And we do want to try to ground it. We'll talk about that here with the chakras. So, I love and trust my actions today and also my passions. And so it is. I thought so. The serious step of the day is Step 19. Now, this is an equatable to Earth, or manifestation, or Taurus. So when things become solid. But we're at the point where we're trying to hold what our intentions are to become solid, and that comes from basically loving and trusting ourselves and acting on that. So this is really how a lot of people manifest with zero spirituality. They love and trust themselves, and they act on that. You see it all the time. For those of us who are always second-guessing, this is the formula. There is no second-guessing. It's time to love and trust and act on yourself. When you do, you will law of attract because you put time and energy into something. And that time and energy is something that's calculatable by the universe, even if people aren't calculating it around you. So today, love and trust yourself and act on that moving forward. Looking at the chakras. Well, we have a lot of chakra work going on. First of all, it is violet, violet, violet. That's what Pisces is. And so this is our alignment right now, this time of the year, with our highest spiritual cause and what you could say is your soul contract. Now, we go all the way to the bottom, which is the root chakra. So you can see manifestation happens with the root, and in this case, with the crown. But what it adds to is, right here, orange, I manifest. I manifest is what draws it in. In this case, red is working with crown. But you'll see through the months that red works with lots of things when we're about to manifest. Either way, you'll find your solar plexus are lit up. And what you want to be is kind of grounded with that and kind of feel that everything is going according to plan. You want to kind of feel like you're in a vehicle moving forward in your life and expect a little turbulence now and then. But, be centered down there and be sure to ground, exercise, good sleep, good food. All these things actually do help you, as it turns out. So let's look at the cosmic clock and see the timing and planets involved. So here we are at the cosmic clock looking at the timing of things. And the timing we're looking at is each of the 12 states of awareness and where they are in the timing of things. That's really what the planets are. Starting with our heart. The heart is the sun. We're at step 19. Our heart is loving and trusting and acting on something that we want in the Pisces vibration. That is the essence of the day. And we're going to kind of skid into step 20 later. I'll talk about that here in a second, which means the passion lights up. So we're igniting our passion today, really, with our heart and moving forward. Now, our mind is determined and ready to decide. Step 26 adds to a decision. That's our feelings, where things are going and flowing, and this is where we belong. So we're making a decision in our mind where we belong, and that decision may be actually holding you onto something. All right, so I belong here, and that allows me to open up there, is what I'm kind of saying. So go ahead and be certain about what you're certain about, and go ahead and relax everything else, particularly in the mind. Now, the moon is in Scorpio, and we have been swimming by sharks. That's Black Moon Lilith in the last couple days, so swimming past sharks. Now we are swimming towards White Lilith, which are the dolphins, okay? This is how I'm theming it. And the moon is in Scorpio, and so emotions are quite deep. Now, I think we're actually quite experienced at Scorpio. Saturn went through this space. We have grown up when it comes to this area. But if you notice the red square there are some fears going on, particularly with the moon today, between our future and what our heart desires. All right. So the moon is heading towards the dolphins. That's the white light. That is the promise of healing, the promise of hope, the promise that it will get better, because it does get better. That is actually a force that's pushing us north, and that is a force that our emotions are getting called into today. Like, we must believe in those dolphins and move forward. I think the struggle happens perhaps with Jupiter. Jupiter is putting on some energy for us to jump, to go for what our heart wants. But based on any of your stories out there in the world, you may have your heart aching a little bit about jumping again. Okay? And so it's not that we are afraid of the old sharks in the sense of them killing us now. It's that we might be falsely projecting into the future that the sharks will come back. No, my friend. We must live by the yellow brick road. The step 13 means the 3, live by your philosophies, live by your religion, live by the way your heart believes it should be. And after all, that's the way it is if you believe in creation. So if you believe you are creating your reality, then you ought to go with the way it is in your heart, the way it should be in your heart, and see if the universe don't dare create it. So this is some fear coming up here in this corner, and also there's some fear in the purple arrows there too, as Saturn is questioning our faith. Let's look at that. Well, actually, let's look at Mars first. Forgot my slide order. Mars is putting pressure in a whole nother way, because at the same time, as I'll show you in another slide in more detail, Mars, our pressure, our masculine energy, is conjuncting Uranus right now. So all of our aggression energy is on the table to rise up, okay? This means we have to rise up. This means we have to get stronger when we don't feel strong. This means we have to apply pressure, or more pressure than there was before. One thing about Mars and Aries is it's a no-brainer. Try harder, okay? It's a no-brainer. It's a no spiritual brainer. It's a try harder thing. Now, the truth is it's a try harder from the sense of a new birth. Climb out of the hole, climb out of where you have been, climb out of, swim past the sharks, swim toward the dolphins, right? Swim, swim, swim. But this energy does need an outlet. Don't just sit on the couch and think about this today. It's going to create breakdown, because that's what Uranus is. The energy will either knock you down to make you want to go up, or help you up if you ask for help. So it's one of those kind of tricky energies. We also call them Aquarians. Now, Saturn, that's what I was calling for. Saturn at step 4 means that at the same time, and this has been a constant for a while and will be for a while, we are ready to completely subscribe to a new religion, a new way of uniting all our beliefs. Now, we may be far from that. This may be just the realization that our current religion or religion isn't working. And that means that we believe and it doesn't turn out, or that's not the way we really believe, so why are we saying we believe that, or that sort of thing. And see, the reason I bring up Saturn is because Saturn is currently squaring Neptune, and Neptune is our psychic faith. So basically, we're going back and forth with faith over whether or not we can let go of these old beliefs. Going back and forth in faith. Like, Well, can I just do it the way my heart wants to? Well, I don't know. Oh, have faith, that sort of thing. So these are the squares. These are the fears. These are what could manifest what seems like a shark. But this is really us changing in a powerful way, my friend. So Mars is getting in bed with Uranus. Think about that any way you want. And that means that we have aggressive breakdown or aggressive breakthrough. Venus, on the other hand, is opening doors on the high level of Aries. So this is the giving of the birth. Basically, we are shedding an old snakeskin. Mars is here for a couple of days. Step 14 means that our mind has to think we are something else. I was the victim, now I am the hero. I was the this, now I am the that. It is that crossing, it's that mind flipping around that, okay? And what it does is birth the new ego, birth the new I am. And when I say the new I am, I mean probably for 7 years. I think overall this might be a 7-year new ego that you go with, a 7-year upgraded version. That tends to be what I find in the cycles and circles of things. Now, the sun is at step 19, which means we are manifesting. And what we're manifesting is a faith we can rely on. That's basically what we've come up to here in the midsection of Pisces. First, you open up your psychic awareness. Then you open up and build a faith you can rely on. And this means that we are stepping into relying on a certain faith somewhere in our life right now. And so we're stepping out onto an invisible step, also known as God, which is that we know something out of somewhere will happen. And this is the connection to God. And yes, it's hard to swallow, but it happens so many damn times. I have to say, he hasn't let me down. She hasn't let me down. So we are stepping out, and that's what Pisces is. And for some of us, this is going to be opening up into perhaps a different wormhole, a different view of consciousness. Starting tomorrow, we start looking for treasure in this deep depth, and today we're setting those stages. So today later, around 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time, the sun moves to step 20. Now, step 20 is where we are feeling it. Step 2, we are feeling it. And the 0 there is the need to protect. So you must protect your feelings. You must tell them how far you're willing to go. If you're excited about maybe winning the lottery, you tell yourself, we're only going to feel this until 11 o'clock, and then we're going to not do this anymore. You set limits on your passion just so you know you can, and just so you know that you have your passion at your side. And this is the coming into passion. This is the plurality. This is so much information that we're feeling going by. We can't keep up with it. The mind can't keep up with it. And so what you do is you put in place these guidelines like, okay, I'm going to feel this until I pass out. Then that's too much. So let's add this all up today for you here in our news section, which you will love if you haven't caught it yesterday. And that is today's Joy Quest. So today's Joy Quest, should you choose to accept it, is to feel your future now. That's what I believe the Joy Quest is. So in all this, all these energies, right? Let me recap real quickly. We are feeling very deep right now. We just felt some sharks. Now we're trying to swim towards the dolphins. That means the good feelings, the hopeful feelings, the fun part of us. I love dolphins. Aren't you grateful for them on this planet? And so we're moving in that direction. Now, this is maybe a new philosophy. This is maybe living by your heart. This is unproven, no scientific background. You may not be part of your old religion or me-ligion when you step into this direction your heart wants to go. And most importantly, this is a faith-building exercise, that whatever you're about to do here in the next few days, you're building faith, really faith in yourself and faith in your connection to your spirit, faith that you can really sense what you feel and know that it's the correct sense. So you cannot screw up you. Don't worry about it. So today, as we step into our feelings, as we hold space and swim towards the dolphins, once we get there and we get really excited, your goal, your Joy Quest, is to feel your future now. Go ahead and let that future come in right now. So if you're trying to light cast something in your career, if you're trying to light cast something in love, if you're trying to light cast forgiveness with something in yourself, go ahead and call in that feeling right now and feel that future today. And use that 0 tonight particularly to protect that feeling. Like, I love this feeling. I want to protect this feeling. This feeling is valuable to me. And so it is. All right. So for those who are watched over in my Sirius Joy Personal Sensei Network at 9:09 a.m., I'll be outlining just what your heart does need to protect today. At 11:11 a.m., I'm going to expose where your soul is most vulnerable emotionally. So where you are very vulnerable emotionally, and so you know those vulnerabilities, you can protect them ahead of time. And then at 3:03 p.m., I'll give you more tips on your male energy so you can step into gear and be there for yourself. So this is the final of 3 of those, all right? And if you would like to subscribe to our Sirius Joy Personal Sensei Network, it's a text message network that kind of stays with you through the day. We subscribe month by month. Come to SiriousJoy.me. You can subscribe for April. All right. So that brings us to today's telepathy. Okay. This is a fun one. What is my favorite sea creature? So I'm trying to call in my favorite sea creature here. Okay. It's clearly in my heart right now. Is it A, a dolphin, B, an angelfish, or C, a seahorse? Which of these 3 is my heart's favorite? I'm sending it. Lots of people are getting these, by the way. Super exciting stuff. And I'll be right back with the answer and your zodiac weather after this.
Why does every guy cheat on you? Trust me, I know. How come girls always call you their friend? I can tell you. We'll talk about your strengths and we'll talk about emotions. Secrets of Birthdays now live for purchase. Check out yours at secretsofbirthdays.com. Soul Garden.
Welcome back to Namaste Today. And for today's telepathy, I was sending some big visuals here. Which is my favorite sea creature? Is it a dolphin? Is it an angelfish? Or is it a seahorse? Did you see what it was? It's a seahorse! I love seahorses. I love dolphins too. I mean, I think they're actually on different levels. Dolphins seem to be incredibly majestic. Seahorses are really cute sea creatures, though. My inner child always liked seahorses. I thought they were the coolest thing. I still do. I always go up and look at those cool sea creatures. Seahorses being one of my friends. So, all right, let's look at today's rock and roll gospel. I think there are 3 ingredients to serious joy. 1 is love. 1 is laughter. Try to laugh. And the 3rd is song. Try to sing. And we're exploring cool Pisces singers right now and musicians. And today, it is Nate Ruess. I'm guessing it's Ruess, like Dr. Seuss, Nate Ruess. By the way, Dr. Seuss is also a Pisces. But Nate is actually Step 7 Pisces, and Step 7 is a Grandmaster Pisces, so he's channeling some spiritual energy for sure, and he is the lead singer to Fun, if you don't know. And one of their songs, all their songs are kind of like anthems. You can feel like they feel like anthems. That's the only way I can describe it. I like his voice. I like the music. And now they know he's a Step 7 Pisces. It makes a lot of sense to me for sure. But listen to We Are Young. It is the new generation and what they're saying. But before you do, let's take a look at the moods of each of your brothers and sisters today on this beautiful temple of Gaia. And I'm going to be helping you find the dolphin. So today, where are you swimming with dolphins? Where do I believe the dolphins are for each of the 12 of the zodiac races? Starting with the Scorpios, Step Zeros. Scorpios, sunny and cool today, still with the moon in their sign, but they're now swimming with dolphins in their character. So you can see that Scorpios really have lightened up. You can see that they were much more playful again. They're like blood flowing back into their face. They really are. They were feeling really good. So the sharks are gone. And also, I think the part of them that couldn't be the shark is gone. Those have been bitten by a Scorpio. Still hurts. Sunny, nesting, and resting for the Leos, Step 1s, but you're now swimming with dolphins at home. All right? So there's some new emotional capabilities there for the Lions and the royalty, and that's where the dolphins are playing with you. The Cancers, sunny and childlike, the Step 2s. You're now swimming with dolphins in your heart. Cancers are finally healing and ready to love again. It was a deep one they were getting rid of there. Step 3, the Sagittarius is sunny and spiritual today, but now swimming with dolphins in their faith. No more boogeyman for the Sagittariuses, and that's a big, big deal. Step 4, the Aquarians, sunny and professional today, but now swimming with dolphins at work. In fact, the sharks like you. Yeah, they always liked you. Step 5, the Geminis, sunny and hyper aware. Now swimming with dolphins every day. This is a lifestyle for Gemini. So daily life is just fine, is the way I'm putting it. You want to swim with dolphins every day. So it's that good lifestyle, and that also means good health. Step 6, the Librans, sunny and productive today. Now swimming with dolphins and self-confidence. So really swimming inside with themselves. No loan sharks anymore. I would say you're most susceptible to loan sharks. Step 7, the Pisces, sunny and passionate today. Happy birthday, Pisces. But you are now swimming with dolphins when it comes to theory. I don't know if you'll ever, it's whether or not you believe or not. If you believe, it won't just be in theory. You must align your purpose with the dolphins, basically. It's up to you if you do that. Step 8, the Capricorns, sunny and social. Now swimming with dolphins in public. You're getting out of the tuna business. So now you have to be friends with the dolphins. I'm just saying. Step 9, the Aries, sunny, chance of handy. Watch out, folks. But you are now swimming with dolphins in bed. That's why. Ask me tomorrow, says the Aries, if it will stick around or not. Right? We don't know. Step 10, the Tauruses, sunny and sentimental. Now swimming with dolphins as partners. So I think Tauruses are now partnering with the dolphin energy because dolphins don't eat beef. That's what I figured. Oh, and step 11s, the Virgos, sunny and rather pensive in their heads today. But here's the good news. Now swimming with dolphins in your mind. So your shark has retired, right? And that shark was in your mind. If you're wondering if you were the shark and if you had the shark, it was your mind. Now your mind can have dolphins in there. So looking at our Lightwalker parade, if you're on YouTube, please be kind and do subscribe. We thank you ahead of time. And on Facebook, you can be our friend by coming to soulgarden.me instead of the TV. And you can come to our soulmart.me, and you can find where you can sign up on our email list. Or I'll send you an email each morning just saying we have a new Namaste today, our specials, things like that. I do not bombard. And don't forget, our Sirius Joy Camp is coming up. This can be so much fun. I'm working on the workbook. Everyone will get a workbook. So you want to bring your crayons and your pencils, and it's really designed this way. It's going to be a fun class where we really look at all of our steps, how they add up, and in some cases, how we add up with our partners. Yep. And come on down. On March 28th, it begins. It's 4 classes. It's just 4 hours. It's made to be lickety quick, and it's designed to be in line with Aries. So this is us birthing our new ego. We're going to do some vision questing for the next year and who we are for the next year. It's going to be fun. And here's a little cool thing. If you sign up for the April Sirius Joy service, we'll give you the whole $19.95 back towards Sirius Joy Camp. So if you are going to be on board in April and you want to do the text message service, we'll give you the camp for $19.95 off. So you basically get it for free, and you will learn in the camp exactly how to use the best of your service. This is part of the reason why I'm doing it, is just to kind of like see how it all works and have it work for you. And don't forget, we've got a fabulous Modern Mommies, where I was in this one doing some conversation about the politics going on, particularly with gay marriage. But for me, I was weighing in the astrology of it, of course, and how I thought marriage was changing at large. But take a listen if you have some time. It's a great show, and I love these ladies. So I thank you ahead of time. Thank you for logging in every day. It's such a pleasure to light walk with you. I'll see you in 24 hours, my friend. Until then, remember, I love you, and live, love, be.
This is just so ironic.